Nikki?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling wonderful. The sun is shining. I'm up and breathing. You know, I'm here on the show. I'm here with some good people, some intellectual people. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I never thought I'd see a day where, you know, Juneteenth would be celebrated so widely or so widely known. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited. Brittany, what to do? I hope you got your pens and papers ready because you definitely gonna learn something today. Gonna get those wheels turning in here. And we're gonna celebrate everything great about being Black, everything great about Black history, everything great about being alive in this moment right now. That's what we're doing today. So I feel excellent. Excellent.
All right, so everybody, look, make sure you guys hit Bubblicious Reda. You know I can't read, but I can listen, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Bubblicious. Yep.
Okay. About to do this thing a cappella. Hold up. I've been walking with my face turned to the sand. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards the separate line. I'm wading through muddy waters. You know I got a made of mine. And I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. Said then I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Thank you.
She spit hot fire on this Juneteenth. That's exactly what I'm talking about, y'all. Make sure you give it up and fave. Bubblicious Reda. What made you choose that song today?
It was very strong, especially with the circumstance of the movie that she sung it on. I just thought it fit the actual theme and it being Juneteenth and freedom. So just fit.
Absolutely. It 100 did fit that. And while you were singing, I mean, your voice is beautiful. I got goosebumps. And I know they all got goosebumps in there. I know y'all felt that and heard that in your soul. And we appreciate you for coming in here and dropping that. I know y'all see she got the red, black, and green on too. Don't act like you don't know. All right? Don't act like you don't see it. Don't act like we're not in here celebrating everything that it means to be Black today here with Mir. In case y'all didn't know, I'm Nikki 24/7, and it is a Nikki 24/7 takeover. All right, I'm here, and we are celebrating Juneteenth. That was an amazing song, spectacular song. Let me make sure I looked it up to make sure I said her name right. Cynthia Erivo. Make sure y'all get that song, download that song, blast that all day today, all right? Make it go off the chart in Apple, Spotify, wherever you got your music. Make sure you blast that. We're going to sit here and take that somewhere else, okay? That song had a message of resilience, determination, hope, and really just encompassing what Juneteenth actually means today. Thank you for being here. We absolutely appreciate it. So we got a jam-packed show for y'all.
Delicious. I appreciate that song. You know what I'm saying? It was wonderful. We will have it recorded, so I'm gonna have to double back and listen to it again, and just hit our soul again for the Juneteenth. I appreciate everybody. It's Juneteenth and 619 day. I'm from the 619, so you know what I'm saying. We got to represent. And you guys remember, fave the guests. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get our people up here right now. And yeah, we're going to go from there,
All right, you guys. It's a Nikki 24/7 invasion takeover. I am your co-host for today, just helping out a little bit. If you do not know me, I'm Nikki 24/7 from Empower Through History. That is Mondays at 11 p.m. And what we do is we look at women in history and how they have inspired us past, present, and future. I give you a little bit of facts, we play some games, and we just have a great time. Today we are here for a very, very special Juneteenth celebration. So we're here with How Times Have Changed, where we dive deep into the evolution of pop culture, music, technology, and looking at how all of those things have influenced and impacted us today. I'm gonna go ahead and let the guests go ahead and introduce themselves, let them know what they got going on the app, and if they want to share what they got going on off the app, that's fine as well. I'm gonna drop down to the wonderful, beautiful, amazing Ted Summers, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all of them days, okay? She's all of them days, all summer long. Winter, spring, fall, all of it. Go ahead, girl.
Shout out to my baby, y'all. If y'all don't know, that's my girl up there, okay? Shout out to Nikki 24/7. She really should be 25/8 or like 30/10, something like that, but she don't understand. It's okay. It's all right. 24/7, I guess, is good enough. I really, really love you, girl. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? But my name is 10 Summers, no fumbles. I'm not really sure what's going on. It was a typo going on. So 10 Summers, no fumbles is how you're going to find me. You're also going to find me every Thursday night with Speak Up with Summer. Hello. Shout out to BBG Productions. Every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern. So be looking out for my banner. It will be on tonight. Tomorrow's topic is really, really good. So shout out to Susie for that. I want to give it to y'all, but I don't want to give it to you. I don't know. Okay. Don't give it to y'all? Okay, all right. You're going to have to check it out. So check me out tomorrow, okay? Hit me with the face.
Look at the flyers in the back, y'all. In case you didn't know, I do need y'all to check out the poster that's happening. Y'all can get one of those yourself, I think. I think. And we all going to need one. I'm going to have one in my background. You can definitely believe that. J.E., let us know who you are and what you do.
My name is J.E. I pretty much be on the live. I work out on the live to show people there's different ways that you can get healthy and build your body without spending too much money. I also cook on the live as well, so everybody can know that you can have, nice meals and cook nice meals just for, saving money. And pretty much we have good conversation, good topics. And I appreciate being on the show. And thank you for having me.
I love that. Now he said he do the workout and the cooking. Y'all heard that? He do the workout and the cooking. I think we're going to be running over to J.E. and see what J.E. got going on. Make sure you hit him with that workout and the cooking. Domalicious Bay. What you got going on, love?
All right, I'm Domalicious Bay. Do not forget the Bay. I do have my show. I had an episode yesterday, but I have my show every Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time called Girl Talk to Me Nice Tuesdays, where we just talk about things that girls like to talk about. It's not exclusive of boys. You guys can show up to. I have special guests every week. We play like a random icebreaker. We have a serious conversation, and then we end on a fun topic. So a little bit ratchet, serious, and then we end ratchet.
Oh, I like that. Check it out. Listen, I checked you out yesterday, let me tell you, she's lucky number 9, lucky number 10, lucky number 7. I walked up in the room, somebody hit a bonus, and I was like, oh, this looks like home. If we said we hit the bonuses over here, this looks like home.
Okay,
if we over here just hitting the bonuses like that. So welcome, you guys. I'm not Mir. I'm Nikki 24/7 over here helping out a dear friend. I am TAG's resident historian. So anytime somebody talking about something historical, I'm gonna be there. You can guarantee that part right there. So today, you guys, it is Juneteenth. All right, also known as Freedom Day or Emancipation Day. It's a significant day in American history, marking the end of slavery in the United States. All right, today we're going to explore that topic and think about look at it through the lens of like pop culture or technology, or maybe even a little bit of some other things happening. Before we go though, I really want to ask you guys this very, very first question. What do you know about Juneteenth, and when do you recall first learning about it?
I can say that I didn't know about Juneteenth for sure until I became an adult. So I don't really know about it could have been like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, you know what I'm saying? I know it was in my adult life when I finally kept hearing about it, kept hearing the word June, you know what I'm saying? It was resonating, either on social media or I was hearing it somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was, out in person or whatever, but I started to hear it more or, make me interested more, Juneteenth, what is that? You know what I'm saying? I think people start to have more events for it or some, I don't know, it just became kind of, I don't know, it kind of sprung out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie about it. It kind of sprung out of nowhere. And I started to do just my research on it. But I can't say I know it was definitely in my adult life.
Okay, I like that. Let's go over to Delicious Bay. I know she got something right there. She yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, when I found out about it, when I watched the show Blackish,
okay.
I was well in my 30s. I did not know about Juneteenth. I didn't know it was a thing ever until I feel like that show came out and they talked about it and it was everywhere.
Facts on facts. That's where a lot of people found out about it.
Because I grew up in Black neighborhoods. I went to an HBCU and I still didn't know about Juneteenth.
Crazy, actually. That's a little crazy, low key. I'm about to call them damn history teachers. Darn history teachers.
I'm Bob. I'm I'm supposed to know about this.
J.E., did you always know about Juneteenth? Did you grow up with it in your household? Was it something that y'all did every year?
No, I didn't recently know about it until a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I never knew that there was a holiday or some sort of name that we gave to the liberation of slaves back in those days. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a new thing for me.
Yes. So Juneteenth actually passed as a United States national history when Joe Biden came into office with the VP Kamala Harris, right? So it's really 4 years when nationally we've been kind of recognizing this. So it's okay for all of us not to have known about this, right? To be honest, it was actually something that was not exclusively, but almost exclusively celebrated in Texas. Right? And do we know why it was celebrated in Texas? What Texas even has to do with it? I know. I did my homework for the show. Well, I hope he did, dang it. I hope he did it. Galveston. Okay, look, sarcastic flirt. Absolutely. Galveston, right? And so in 1865, we had a general arrive in Galveston, Texas. The Civil War had actually been over, but that was the last spot that they had reached to finally tell the enslaved people that they were free. They had been out there hearing rumors. They had still, wondered what was going on. And finally, he announced the ending of slavery more than 2 years later after the Emancipation Proclamation. And I'm going to tell y'all why that's important. Because technically, in 1863, when Lincoln said that all enslaved people in the South were free, that's when they were actually free. but they didn't really get that word out there. They didn't really know what to do. So it took 2 years for that to kind of travel on down there. All right. 2 years. So in case y'all wondering what the heck is going on, I'm Nikki 24/7. I said I'm about to come over here and invade Mir show. Let him do what he got to do, but I want to do what I want to do on this featured hour as well. We got 10 Summers, the hottest show on the app. You better go check it out tomorrow at 11 p.m. Speak up, or be quiet if you ain't got nothing to say, right? Speak up with 10 Summers. We got that. We got J.E. J.E. is out here cooking and working out and cooking. Now, we all can do a little bit of that, use that in our life. Make sure you go ahead and check him out on a daily, sporadically when that happens. And we got Domalicious Bay on Tuesday, right? Tuesday is when she got that going on. She got it going on. Yesterday she had it, but just come over there and talk all things girl. Heavy on the girl, but men, you are welcome.
Girl.
That part, that was so beautiful.
All right, y'all. Now, I got a question for y'all. Like, we all on social media, we're all on this app and stuff like that. When I was looking at Juneteenth, it was popping up all over the place on social media. They have all these type of things. Do you think it's okay to commercialize or celebrate some of those things like Juneteenth on social media? Does it do a good or does it do a negative? And I want you to think about in the background, as soon as that came out, they got Juneteenth cards now. They got Juneteenth popsicles. They got Juneteenth stuff at the dollar store. They got Juneteenth, all of these things. Is it pop culture-ish? Should we make that pop culture?
I think once anything becomes a holiday, it's going to get watered down. You know what I mean? Like once it becomes a national holiday, they are going to, just like the 4th of July, just like Christmas. Think about Christmas. I always think about as gifts now. We don't really think about, the Christ. We're not really talking about giving. We're not talking about family. We just talk about buying gifts, putting up a tree. I feel like that happens with any holiday that you make a national holiday. Is it okay? I think it is. And I think it's just what happens to national holiday. I know what the meaning behind it is. I know it's the liberation of us and our people, but we have a lot of holidays now that was supposed to be very meaningful, like Thanksgiving, right? But that turned into turkeys. So I just think it's going to happen. That's just my opinion.
Okay. All right.
I think that's one of the biggest issues in the Black community. I think in the Black community, we're a little bit too liberal with the things that we hold dear to us. We allow, certain entities to take whatever it is that we cherish and to make money off of. You know what I'm saying? Like Biden, you said Biden, he made it a national holiday. He didn't do that because he was like, oh, I care about the Black people. Because where was he when they put the affirmative action on the Supreme Court, when it got voted out? He wasn't saying anything. He wasn't saying, oh, don't get rid of the affirmative action. There was no, notification of that. But Juneteenth, we hear about it because he's trying to get votes. It's like the migrant crisis. The reason why he let migrants in so he can get votes. So it's all get political at one point in time to get watered down. Even the new Juneteenth flag. Have y'all seen the new Juneteenth flag? That does not say Black people at all. When I look at that flag, I don't see Black people in that flag. So I don't think it's beneficial in a degree, but they use it for whatever purpose that they want to use it for.
I don't really know if I was feeling that. It's the red and blue, right?
Red and blue with a white star in the middle.
Yeah.
A white star.
I'm not sure about that. So you guys need to Google that and see what we feel about that new Juneteenth flag. And I have to do more research to actually even see who the guy is for this commission that he's on and all that stuff. But I'm definitely not feeling that. I'm feeling the Pan-African colors now. Now, if we could rock them Pan-African colors, that's something different. But The red and the blue, the red, white, and blue, a little interested. I'm gonna look at the history of that. Thank you for bringing that up. And make sure y'all Google that as well, the new Juneteenth flag. Summer, what do you think about the social media commercialization of Juneteenth?
I feel like she said, once something becomes a national holiday, it's gonna be commercialized. People, they have to, even businesses, they think about it in a business aspect too. So they have to commercialize, I think, things like that. And I feel like as Black people, if it is as dear to us as it is, then I feel like we should use it to our advantage, even though they're commercialized it, use it to our advantage. This is the one holiday for us that they actually promote. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it should definitely be used to our advantage. And a lot of people don't use it to our advantage. And I'm like, we have people who have never promoted this actually promoting this. We need to use it to our advantage. Okay, make it really, really well known, not just commercialize it, just make it really, really well known and let them know. And then how we make it really well known, it'll let them know how dear it is to us, and they probably will still commercialize it, maybe just better, and they'll take some of our advice and whatnot. We might start having all kind of Juneteenth parades or a Juneteenth awards, or so, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Just take it somewhere where a show might be made from it, or you know what I'm saying, on BET or something, just something like that. I don't know, but I feel like it should be used to our advantage now that they're actually commercializing it and making it popular. And you know what I'm saying, you want to know something? Not only is it a national holiday, y'all, it is a paid holiday.
Yeah, right?
How about that?
Right.
How about that? Because I don't think y'all know that. If you got a job or a career, it is a paid, if you're on salary, okay, it's not for you. But hourly people, hello? Yeah, it is an actual paid holiday.
We like that, though. We like that. I hear you, J.E., when you're like, they're only giving it to us for certain reasons,
right,
political reasons out there, the crumbs, but it is a paid holiday that a lot of people actually do need. They need that paid time off, right?
But do you think that they made it a holiday because it had got so popular and they wanted to commercialize off of it?
I think that if we look at the context of what was happening, George Floyd, the race, some of the race issues that were happening, the historic commemoration of having a Black vice president, a female Black vice president. I think it was a culmination, and it was what J.E. said, this kind of like little thing that had been there. Now, I know that it was not introduced by Joe Biden. Joe Biden did not actually sign this, or it wasn't the brainchild of him either, right? It's like Congress that was pushing for this. So I could imagine, I don't know if it was like the Black caucus that was doing that wanted this. But we also had the recognition, I think, of lynching as a federal crime within the same year. So it was a lot of things that were happening, as Mir does on this show, how times have changed. Things happen because of the long road behind it. Right? What was taking place behind it. Now, that's not to say that in Congress, there weren't people that were influenced by the monetary value of it, what they could get from it, right? Looking at this and saying, we can make a lot of money by marketing to Black people, by selling these clothes, by doing all of this. Because as soon as it was passed, it was like, well, dang, y'all been working on this for a minute. It looked like you automatically rushed it out.
Right.
Right? I want to ask you guys, I had another question, but it just really went out of my brain. But I did want to ask you this. A lot of you said you didn't learn about it till you were an adult. Okay. So whose job was it, or should it be, to teach you these things? If you didn't learn about it at home, you didn't learn about it at school, you didn't learn about it in college, whose job do you think it is to kind of teach those historical Black moments?
I think it was the job of our community, but we don't have one.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like in the other communities, they actually have their own teachings that they send their kids to learn their history. You know what I mean? But they have a community, like they sit around and they have like almost a structure. Well, I think for us, it used to be through church, but we don't really do that anymore. But like we had like the Jewish community, they have their own schools to teach their history but they came together as a community to put funding into their schools so they can teach their kids what they want to teach their kids, right? We don't have that. Our funding comes from, the man. So they're going to teach us what they want to teach us. Because I don't think my parents knew about Juneteenth. So it's not even something they would have taught me. You know what I mean? So it's because we as a community don't have a community. We don't want to invest until... We don't want to, not saying we don't want to. I know we had one and then, whatever. But we don't have that structure. So I think it's our community is at fault.
Okay.
Somewhat.
Okay. J.E. Summer, what y'all think?
History was my least favorite subject in every single grade. So I couldn't tell you whether they told me about Juneteenth or not. I failed history every year. Okay. And Mir, I'm a guest.
I wasn't her teacher though.
Mir, I'm a guest. Don't be rude, Mir. No, but I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? So I would fault a history teacher, you know, someone who's in charge of teaching, community leaders, you know, people who should have been pushing for, you know, this to be a holiday and things like that. People who been knew about this and wasn't pushing for this and things like that, who wasn't spreading the word about this, who let us celebrate July 4th, who let us, like, you get what I'm saying? Everybody who knew, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I could have very well learned this in school in 12th grade, 11th grade. I couldn't tell you. But I can tell you that I wasn't paying attention until an adult. I wasn't paying attention until an adult. So I would fault myself too. I have to fault myself. I mean, because if you don't go out and learn, I mean, you can't expect everything to be good. You have to actually, like, you know, go out and look up things, you know, learn things, stuff like that, you know, depending on what you're interested in and stuff like that. And especially when all these things, like you said, Nikki, started happening, just the Black Lives Matter, just everything that started happening, that started transpiring in the Black community. They should have been start telling us about this. You know, who's to say that these people wasn't, and just people wasn't listening. People wasn't caring, you know. I don't know.
I can attest to that. And if you're just now tuning in, you know, we are here with How Times Have Changed. I'm Nikki 24/7. I say, you know what, I'm going to come in this box and take over this live for a minute. They're talking about all things history, and I got to do it for the one time. You know, we're going to be out here. Hope that Modbot is listening. We want to have a June gift next year. I think we have enough time to have that. We see all these other gifts that are happening. I feel like we got Father's Day, we got Pride, we got Mother's Day. We could definitely have Juneteenth, especially if they're going to have 4th of July. Because what is the 4th of July to a slave or an ex-enslaved person, right? It's not our history, it's not our day. But today we can commemorate as that. J.E., do you want to go ahead and take a stab at that? Who's supposed
first
to
of all, I just want to say it shouldn't be a national holiday. It should be our holiday. So I think the parents should be responsible for teaching their kids history. We have to stop worrying about what other people are doing or saying what other people should be doing. We should be teaching our kids what our kids need to learn. We shouldn't have to go to a public school system to learn about Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement. That should be a part of our history and our culture as a whole. So as soon as I get into school, I should already know about those things. Because when I go into those public school systems, they don't care about what I learned. They care about me learning whatever it is they want me to learn so I can play my part in society.
Right.
So there's no individualism in depending on other school systems. And as far as funding, you know, us as African-American communities, we have to start learning investing. And what I mean by investing, not meaning like you invest money and then you get money tomorrow. What I mean by investing is understanding, you know, the concept of long run, right? You can invest today, but you may not live to see the fruits, right? That's why certain companies and certain communities last for so long, is so strong. It's not because it came overnight. It's because certain people made a sacrifice before to build it up, just like the civil rights. We can see that, right? A lot of people got hung, burnt, kidnapped, killed, just so I can go to school or so I can go to college. You understand what I'm saying? To break down the power structure that kept us down for so long. So we have to understand that instead of saying, oh, you know, I'm trying to get my bling, I'm trying to stun on everybody, I'm trying to, you know, become a star, blah, 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 whatever it is people be talking about. We have to focus more on the community and understanding the long run and how we can invest today for tomorrow.
I love that. Listen, y'all understand the long run. They said they didn't know about Juneteenth until they were adults. But honey, if I tell you right now, it looked like y'all know a lot about Juneteenth. You know a lot. You may not have known it in name, but you definitely know it in what it stands for. And again, that is that self-determination. That is that resilience. That is that cooperative economics. That is everything that we heard when we had our guest, Bubblicious, come up and sing that song, Stand Up. right? That is what we have been doing for a very long time as Black people. We have been standing up for what is right, what is best, and what we need to do as a community. It may seem like we have a long way to go, but y'all, we have come a long way, all right? Things have definitely changed for the better. I'm gonna switch gears just a little bit because it is a national holiday, and I know, JE, I know you like, yo, that should just be in the community. I feel you. And let's just take a moment right now and act like it is just in the community. When we celebrate, we got like dances, we got food, we got like, handshakes, we got outfits, we got all of that. Can I ask y'all to go back to a time when you were celebrating with your family, you were celebrating, maybe it's Black History or a family reunion or whatever it is. What was your most favorite thing about the celebration? Like, if you can think of a song, if you could think of a food, or maybe even like, I used to really like when we rocked the t-shirts, the airbrush t-shirts, and all of our names was on it, or whatever it is. What is your favorite memory of a celebration, a Black celebration?
I know for me, like, I love seeing us kind of like in uniform, like you said, like the t-shirts, we all got the green on, or we all got the blue, we got the family name. It's just something about that visual of seeing all of your people all in the same color, all, and if you have a kind of family like mine, it's always going to be some drama, but it's like, at least we all look like we together. So that's my favorite part. And then I love playing games. So beating people Uno, I miss playing like Uno with my cousins and Monopoly and talking stuff and playing different games. I love that part. That's what I miss the most about having my...
Do you play spades?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm looking for a spades partner now. My number one is going to sit there and say that he got the best partner on the app or whatever. And he really might in his whole world. And I might not be that great, but I talk my ish, okay? Don't let me win a book. Don't let me do nothing. I'm going to talk my ish. So if you ever want to come over and play some spades, I'm not that great, but I'm great in talking that ish. I will talk the ish with you, okay? And we will get on there. And we can match too, Dom. We can match. We can wear matching t-shirts.
You said you wasn't that great. I take spades very seriously now.
Oh.
I need to be professional.
We can play offline and practice, okay? And then we'll practice. So what is your favorite, Summer? What is your favorite thing about the Black celebrations?
Everybody is themselves.
Yep.
They feel so comfortable because they're around more Black people. They feel so comfortable if they're around family. They feel so comfortable. I mean, like when I tell you the laughter, the joy, I mean, you can just tell people are comfortable just by being, and they're at peace. Like they're with themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just feel at home, and like I feel like they be their authentic self at a function. Whether it's a barbecue, I don't know, whether it's you guys are just getting, I don't know, anything, like, you know what I'm saying? Even like when people get together for a wedding or for, a funeral, Black people can make a funeral when I say they can turn it upside down, you leave it up to some Black people to turn it upside down, okay? And it was supposed to be a funeral, you know what I'm saying? And it's just so crazy. Like I just feel like they are their authentic self when they are around more people of color and more people like themselves.
So we like the games, we like matching, we like being able to feel like we are free and we can let our hair down.
Yeah, you with your favorite cousins or something, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's just having a good time. And you could tell everybody is just having a good time. Yeah. And I feel like at a Black function, it's definitely gonna happen like that.
Yeah. I love that. JE, you got a favorite memory, a favorite part of celebrating Black history, Black culture, Black get-togethers?
I would say it would be more of the creativity. A lot of celebrations that we used to have back in the day used to be a lot of individuality, a lot of creativity with the arts, like dancing, music, just stuff like that. And also the part of people realizing like, hey, you're not out here by yourself. I think coming together is a powerful thing because it strengthens you. It lets you know that, it's not just you out here. There's other people that's like you or that look like you.
Absolutely. Now, y'all didn't say this, but listen, food is mine. I
was gonna chime in on say y'all forgot the food. My fondest memory is the smell. You know, just being around my family, smelling collard greens and neck bones and ham hocks, and all the women in my family smell like shea butter and Vaseline and all that. You know, all the good smells. What was the movie? Antoine Fisher, right? When he came in at the end, and then all his family had the big feast out. That was my family every Sunday. Wow. Every Sunday. You know, we all had to go to grandma's house and eat, and that's exactly how it looked. You know, so the smell, being around family, just seeing that atmosphere. Like I heard everybody speak about a lot of things. I knew about Juneteenth early in life. So my family made sure we knew, you know. So I was pro-Black early, you know. It's wonderful to see the people on this app celebrating it, because one thing about Tagged is we say, like Nikki said, we don't have a Black gift and all that. The biggest thing was Tagged's standpoint on it is they don't want to profit from our religion and our holidays. So that's why you won't see Black History gifts, and why you won't see we've had Juneteenth gifts before, but that's why you really don't see it too much, because they don't feel like they want to profit off of Black folks. Yeah, they have other things like pride and different things like that, but that's what they say. They're already profiting from us because we're on this app, but they don't want to put it in our face by saying, oh yeah, we put a gift on there that says Happy Juneteenth, and now we're sending it back and forth to each other. We're not benefiting from that. We're getting a small percentage after that. So that was the standpoint on that when we did like the Black History stuff last year. Why don't we have Black History gifts? They don't want to profit off of us specifically in our face. So.
Oh, well, my God, let me tell you, Brandon, you could give us 100% of the profit if you wanted to.
Right.
Give us 100% of the profit of that gift if you wanted to. I'm just saying.
We ain't trying to get canceled, Nikki. All right. All right. You know.
I was definitely going to ask about that, because I felt like it didn't matter what they was going to put up. Like, I feel like they weren't going to do it right, so I really don't do it at all.
Yeah, they did the three little hearts, the three hearts of the, you know, the colors. They did that, and then they had, I forget, was it last year or something, or the year before that, they had the one that popped up and said Juneteenth on the screen. I don't know who used that. Yeah, recently it's come to their attention that they don't want to profit off of our backs in that way. So they decided not to do gifts for us.
Oh, yeah, because we did have a day.
Oh, we definitely asked.
You know what? I forgot to say that always, also my other favorite part of a function is you're going to always, and I mean always, get a cha-cha slide going, baby.
Yeah, dancing. Now, if y'all don't know how to line dance, you're not going to be able to come over, okay? So you might not know how to do it.
So I'm going to learn, since I'm moving to Texas, I'm going to learn how to line dance.
Listen.
I'm going to learn.
You already know how to line dance. Saying line dance throws people off, but you already know how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why
you already know what to do. They just, we just don't call it line dance.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
you need a good line dance, okay? You need to make sure you know how to do that. And I'm going to let y'all know that even though it's not the official one, Tamia's line dance go crazy, okay? So Google it, learn it. You'll have it down by next Juneteenth, all right? Get your little special boo and y'all do it together. And I promise you're going to have a wonderful Juneteenth when you do that. Now, again, if you just now tuning in, I'm Nikki 24/7. I decided I had to come over here and take over Mir's live because he was doing Juneteenth, and I'm Tagged's resident historian, so why not? I appreciate you for letting me do that and welcoming me in here. We got the wonderful 10 summers and hot. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, all of that in there, right? All day, every day. We got 10 summers. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 11 p.m. We got JB, we got the weight in the kitchen, and anything on the gym, all right? So make sure you go ahead and hook him up as well. And we get Damalicious Bay on Tuesday. All things Steve, all things her, all things girl. You have just tuned in for Juneteenth. And I'm looking down here and I see that Aquarian came in. He said it's awkward to see so many people pretend they care about Juneteenth just because it's a national holiday. And we did kind of chime in on that. Many of us did not actually learn about Juneteenth until we were adults. Until it became a national holiday. Actually, we were unaware about those kind of things right now. So as we're thinking about this, you guys, it's a national holiday, J.E. We can't really take that back. Maybe we can, I don't know. But looking forward to the future, how do you envision future celebrations of Juneteenth? If it were up to you, how would you celebrate Juneteenth, either personally, privately, or publicly? What would you like that to look like?
Well, I would prefer us people to create that culture and keep it in-house. Everything we franchise and we commercialize, you tend to lose all creativity and purpose of that thing. Like hip-hop. Hip-hop came from, the heart of our poor communities and our ghettos. But now it became a commercialized, money cash cow for major corporations. So certain things we have to learn to keep in-house and to keep to ourselves. We don't have to make everything commercialized or profit from it. We can keep certain things within our households or within our community, because when we do stuff like that, it's more cherishable. In order for you to learn it, you have to come through us. You understand what I'm saying? People can learn a lot about us without even coming to access. That's why so many people are prejudiced against us and judge us before they even get to know us, because there's so many things out there commercialized about us that it gives the wrong image and the wrong understanding of who we are. So we need to make it where they need to come through us in order to learn about us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that. Summer. What do you see as the future of Juneteenth? How is that going to look privately or even public for you? What would that look like?
Honestly, I don't know. To be honest, it's so crazy because I need to dive more into it before I touch on the subject, or before I even create content on the subject and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's still fairly new to me. So I don't even want to misrepresent, misdiagnose, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that. I don't want to even get any confusion going on, about it. So I feel like it can be something very powerful if you use it to your advantage and if you know what you're doing, if you do the research on it. I feel like definitely because because we did so well with our DHS showcase, we can definitely do something good with Juneteenth, So I just feel like I'd have to just dive more into it before I create content on it, but I definitely am not counting Juneteenth out. I can tell you that.
I heard that she said, you know what? It looks like me educating myself more, and that's okay.
That's
exactly what it is. She said the future looked like me educating myself more on this topic, finding out what it is and what it's not, and how I can actually bring a little, sprinkle a little bit of myself on that and make sure I'm doing it correctly. That's a very mature thing to say, because we already know that things in the past have been done incorrectly, as J.E. was saying. Keep it in-house, find out about it. Learn about it so you can teach your kids about it. The people that you have to show, you want to teach them about, you want to teach them correctly. I love that. Don, what does a future of Juneteenth look like to you?
Piggyback off what she said, definitely educating myself more, but also I'm not a big holiday person. I don't go all out for Christmas or Thanksgiving, or, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, but I can see where that mentality comes from of just celebrating all of these things. So to me, Juneteenth kind of falls into that. For me personally, like I love the sentiment, because I feel like we always get symbols. That's the problem. We always getting a symbol of freedom or a symbol of hope or symbol. Like, I'm tired of symbols. I don't want to I want practical stuff, more education for our kids, more healthcare, I want things that are actually going to help our community. And another day for another party is not what's up for me. So it's just like, I feel like we have Black History Month. I'm glad we recognize the holiday, but I'm not a big like celebratory person So I don't really have what we should do. I would like to see more things geared specifically towards Black people as a whole. You know what I mean? Like other communities, they have programs specifically for them. Like money, tax dollars goes into those programs specifically for them and their progress in educating their kids in a way that they can learn. But we don't have that. So to me, I'm done with the symbolism. I need like actual
action,
money, food, healthcare. Like, so that's just my opinion on that.
And I think that that's the same thing like Summer, you know, what you can do is what she wants to see is some action behind the words, right? And so today on Juneteenth, you know, you might want to, if you don't have a primary care doctor who is Black, maybe you want to switch over your primary care doctor. Maybe you want to take a look at who you're going to vote for in your local elections in November and educate yourself on that so that you can see some of those real type of things happening in your community. Maybe you want to host a day where you're like, yo, I'm going to talk to my neighbors about, you know, what we could do for some community service. Maybe it's a day you want to do community service and have some action in your community. And like, that's going back to what J.E. said, both of you guys tying in that practical part of educating yourself, educating your community, and doing the work inside, right? That's what the future of Juneteenth can look like to you guys. Well, we gotten down to the bottom of the hour, y'all. We got down all the way to the bottom of the hour. I don't think Mir knew that I was gonna come in here and just take over the whole dang show. He thought it was gonna be
I figured that you were gonna do a little something. But look, everybody, I appreciate everybody coming in. And yeah, man, like J.E., bro, you know, so like I said, since the first time we met, bro, I knew that you was gonna be, you know, beneficial to the stream, you know. Summer, oh my God, Summer, I don't even know what to say about you. You forced me to put you on this show, even didn't give me a chance to ask you, you know. And Dom, I appreciate it. I've seen you in the streets before, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely know you have a good content that you're producing, and eyes are on you, you know, in the community. A lot of people enjoy what you're doing. Nikki 24/7. There ain't really much I can say about Nikki. She just does it herself, you know. So I really appreciate everybody. You know, this is how times change. Remember, history brings joy, pain, renewal. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys tap in with your history. What they say, you don't know where you at until you know where you've been. You know, that's definitely something you should instill in your kids. At least tell them one historical fact that they can hold on to for life. You know, I tell people all the time, I have a real rich history with my family. We have a book of all the babies that are born. We keep track of our family tree. We just celebrated our 109th family reunion. And we have no slave blood in my family. We actually sold slaves, you know what I'm saying? So you got to know what's going on, you know? Yeah. People are always tend to be like, oh, we were slaves. And I was one of those people that did that until I had a book report. And it was like, yeah, I'm going to tell everybody how we were slaves and this and that. And my parents were like, no, not even my parents. My great-grandma was like, oh, no, boy, we wasn't slaves. Come here, let me show you something, you know? And you gotta learn, you know. So I had to learn something. You gotta learn from somewhere, and they're not gonna know unless you teach them. So one fact that you could tell your kids, even though they might brush it off and not pay attention, believe it or not, it might pop up again 10, 15 years from now when they're telling your grandchild or your great-grandchild one historical fact, you know. So I appreciate everybody coming. We here every Wednesday. Nikki will be here as long as there's history going on, you know. And you guys are all welcome to double back on the show. Sweet Saturday done been here a few times, you know. J.E. done been here a few times. Yeah, everybody fave everybody. You guys got anything you want to contribute to the stream before you leave?
I just had fun.
No.
Good conversation. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, Mir. I appreciate you for letting the best do the takeover. Okay, I had absolutely great time with my Nikki baby. Dom, you're absolutely
Right.
Um,
So I'm always in competition with somebody over Summer. It's okay.
I want to get a shout out from everybody that came over here from my camp. I appreciate you guys for joining. I saw a couple of you folks in the comment. I hope all is well with you guys, and grace and peace be with you all the days of your life. One love.
Oh, and before I leave, hey everybody, give blessings and prayers to Ken. Ken's in the hospital right now. He's one of the admins on our show, and he's not doing well. So I know he don't rub everybody the right way all the time, but you know he cares. He cares about a lot of people that are involved in the stream and on here and everything. So make sure y'all give y'all blessings up to him, and we'll see y'all again next Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll let everybody let them know you guys gave your blessings and everything. And Nikki, we will talk. Summer, have a good time. Everybody in the back. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing you. Remember, another moment in history.